So, hello and welcome everyone. My name is Amit Patel, and you are watching Musings with Software Engineers. If you are new to this channel, then on this channel, I share ideas, insight, tools, and tactics that can take your career from wherever it is in the software industry to an epic level of success. So, if you want to be successful in your career, then subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates. Let us begin. Sir, Parth again, sir, should I start a career in software engineering by learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript as I am a beginner? So, as a beginner, you can certainly learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But when you are doing JavaScript, you should look at some frameworks, okay, or full stacks within JavaScript framework, okay, like Express JavaScript, MongoDB, and such Node JavaScript. These are the JavaScript frameworks that you will have to learn to build a full-fledged application. If you just know how to write a JavaScript, that is not going to help. Okay, you'll have to learn Mean framework, Mern framework. There are different frameworks related to JavaScript, and you will have to learn one of those frameworks. Gani, Vicky, right now I am backend Java developer. I am thinking to be a full stack developer. Then should I pursue certification for jump into Java's full stack developer? See, certification will make it easy to learn things, because if you enroll into a certification, there will be a syllabus. In that syllabus, they will go step by step into teaching you what you require, so that you don't have to go ahead and do experiment on your own and learn by your own. So when you enroll into a certification, it will enhance or it will speed up your learning. Okay, not that you cannot learn by yourself. You can buy a book and learn by yourself. But if you buy a book and try to learn by yourself, it may take 1 year. With a certification, with online education, maybe it will take 3 months or 4 months for you to do that. Okay, so it depends on your capabilities also, but the time required will be less because there is a syllabus. You can also do this, that you can go to an online course, look at the syllabus, and then try to learn each and everything by your own using that syllabus, if you don't want to enroll into a certification. Okay, Path, can software engineering be a part-time job? It can be a part-time job, but I don't know how many software engineers do a part-time job, because the challenge is that, see, software engineering is a creative work. So you go to your job at 9 o'clock in the morning, but there is no time for coming back home. That's the way a real software engineer works, because you don't know today what are the problems I'm going to solve and where I'm going to get stuck. You don't know about that. Okay. And if you don't solve those problems, maybe your project will get delayed, and which will impact your career. Okay. So a software engineer has to solve all the problems. And in the beginning, there is no way a part-time job can help a software engineer, because there is a lot to do in software which is not possible as part-time. Not that people don't do a part-time, but then they are not really building real world applications. They are just into maintenance mode or some small application development, which is okay for a software engineer. Okay, but you will not get paid very high with those kind of jobs. Okay, Parth, sir, is mathematics subject necessary for software engineering, or we just have to make our logical mind strong? Mathematics is important for software engineering. If you go to do bachelor in computer science or BTech in computer science, you have 3 subjects in maths: maths 1, maths 2, maths 3. Maths 1 is in the first year of engineering. I think maths 2 and maths 3 in the second year of engineering, and they are really tough. Most of the engineers fail in maths in the beginning years. Okay, it is really tough. The maths is tough. So you have to learn maths in engineering. If you are weak in maths, the best is as soon as you join your engineering, you should take some kind of coaching for maths, so that you at least pass those things. Okay, the maths is not difficult as such, but for students who are not good in maths, it can become difficult, because I know from my engineering experience that a lot of engineers used to fail in maths. Lot of engineers used to fail in maths. I will be linking my program How to Become A Players. If you are already in a job and if you are thinking of growing in your job, then this How to Become A Players will help you. Next live will be on Thursday at 9:05, and see you in the next live. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone.